Let's go. Here's a quick scroll down of what they have done for the game in its update of the playtest that they released on Steam. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay in the background and continue on through this video even after this commentary ends. But bro, look at me. Even though I'm going against boss, I'm a goddamn beast. Come on now. Don't play with me. Merry Thanksgiving, Happy Christmas, Great New Year, I don't care. Thank you to the whole Heroes of Valor team. Big up to everyone. This update was kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling y'all right now, if you have played Battlefield Heroes back in the day, this will just bring you complete nostalgia. New map, Valor Village, aka Victory Village from back then, and they've outdone themselves, everyone. They have outdone themselves. You know why? Because they have included not only this, but also a night mode for this map. Just imagine in the future, they're gonna have rain, snow, other types of terrain, endless possibilities. So just thank you once again to the Heroes of Valor team. All this information has been on the Discord, so if you haven't joined yet, literally just join for free. If you don't have a Discord, just make an account and join if you want to keep up to date with the latest news of this game. Moving on swiftly, big update, new visuals, new map, and more. They also have Coastal Conflict, which is another nostalgic map. Love that as well. Not as much as Victory Village, but if you're more of open land, it's definitely the way to go. They have added a new weapon to the soldier/trooper. The engineer still hasn't been released yet. I'll see how it's like when it's actually out. There's been a lot, well, I wouldn't say a lot. There's been some hype. There's been some speculation as to what it can do. Of course, we know that it's gonna have a sentry, kind of like TF2, but moving on, back to the main point. The soldier has a new gun, the Hyde Carbine. I don't know if I'm a hater, but I'm not really a fan. Maybe I'm using it wrong, but I've used it for about 2 minutes and I don't like it. I'll do some more playtests later, but for now, not my favorite, but you guys can try it out. And another good one is that the sniper also got an AT rifle, which now concludes that every single class, the 3 classes in here now, can hurt vehicles. So the gunner, of course, he has his RPG, cool. And he also has his keg, double. The soldier/trooper has a power clap, grenades, grenade, and TNT. The sniper used to just have the TNT explosive, right? I'm not sure if the poison trap could damage that, but maybe it could have. Haven't tried it yet. But now it has a rifle, just like in Battlefield Heroes, where it doesn't fully scope in. It's kind of weird, but if you can use that to your advantage and just flick quick with it, I think it would be a very good weapon for you. So conclusion, all classes have at least one way to get rid of vehicles, whether it's an explosive or an ability. Big up to that. And I just want to take a moment to appreciate this great view here. Of course, it's not groundbreaking, it's not the best graphics ever, but just look at the sky and just look at how far we've come. Amazing. I love it. I just can't wait for more later. And guys, this is just the playtest. This is not even the final version yet. And one thing I would like to add, I'm not trying to glaze just because this is my favorite class, but y'all remember when they removed 2 guns from the gunner, right? I was okay with it. It was anathema to me. I hated it. I don't know why they did that. Finally, they bought it back. Good job. I have finally my Lewis gun and my long range and my short range for close range battles. The Cheeser and the Lewis gun. That's all I need. That's all I need. Literally. Now my alacrity has increased. I love it. A thought I had while playing the game was that I want my weapons to be interchangeable within my item slots. So if you try to go within your items for your weapons, you can't switch them with the keys. Of course, you can go to your key bindings, but it would be much easier if you could just drag your weapons from one slot to the other without having to change the bindings. But for now, that's minuscule. I know it's all the playtest. Don't worry. I'm just giving constructive criticism as the game goes along. That's all. Everything else, great. It just makes me happy that after such a long time, the nostalgia of Battlefield Heroes just ignites again out of nowhere. The fire has been lit with this little spark that came out of nowhere. I could go on and on about all the nostalgia and why I'm getting a little happy, but it's all right. Life goes on, and I'm looking forward to the final release of this game soon. Well, I got really nothing else to say. It's kind of boring. I'm a simple guy, but that's all I have to say for this new beta in work progress playtest update. If you have anything else to say, again, put it in the comments below. Whatever you like, feel free. And until next time, Peace.